Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is guilt and success. And just about everybody goes through situations where they feel guilty. Sometimes other people try to manipulate you by making you feel guilt. Sometimes you do something that you feel bad about, and you have to deal with this guilt in order to move on. So we're going to talk mostly about guilt as it relates to achieving the success that you want to achieve in any area. It doesn't matter what area of life you're trying to achieve more success in. You might have to work with guilt in working with and towards success. So I'm going to start by telling you something that might seem a little brash or harsh or controversial, but once you hear what this is, continue to listen because I'm going to explain more about it throughout the show today. But here's what I want to tell you as far as guilt and success. Guilt is a wasted emotion. Yep, I said guilt is a wasted emotion. And here's why. You can't change the past. You can't go back and change anything you've done. You can't fix anything that's already happened. You can't change. The only thing you can do is learn from the past. And guilt doesn't help you learn anything. It doesn't help you correct anything moving forward. The only thing that guilt is an emotion that can pull you down and stop you from reaching the success that you want. Now, I'm not saying you should be a dirtbag. I'm not saying you should do bad things and you should do things that might make people feel guilty if they did them. That's not what I'm saying at all. You need to try to do your best. You need to try to do the right thing. You need to live your life in a way that doesn't injure other people. You need to hope for the best for you and for others. But what I'm saying is that if you're living your life the way that you should be living it and trying to do the right thing and trying to work towards more success for yourself in the right way, there's no need to feel guilt. If something happens, you need to try to fix it. But guilt is an emotion that's not going to help you reach the success you want to reach. Because, once again, you can't change the past. You can only learn from it. And again, this doesn't mean you should be a bad person. It doesn't mean you should do things that you should feel guilty about or are going to make you feel guilty or that others would feel guilty about doing. If you mess up, make amends. Fix it. Try to correct the situation as quickly as possible and then move on. That's what you need to do. Just focus on what happened, figure it out, do whatever you can to make it better. If you missed a deadline, then apologize, get it done, get it turned in, and don't miss the deadline again. If you did something that hurt someone, then apologize, try to make amends, and then move on. That's all you can do. Guilt is not going to help you in any way. Now, let's talk about how guilt is used against you sometimes. Guilt is used as a marketing tactic. Parents are a big target for guilt in marketing. People market to parents by pointing out how they're not spending as much time as they should with their kids, or they're not taking care of the kids like they might want to, etc. I'm not saying that they're not taking care of their kids, but marketers know that parents have to support their families, and they have to do things that require them to work or make money and spend time away from their family and away from their kids. And marketers know this and use this against parents in their marketing to try to get them to spend money to fix their feelings. People try to manipulate others using guilt. I'm sure you've had people in your lives that have tried to manipulate you by using guilt. You need to be very aware of this, because a lot of people, this seems to be their go-to tactic. If they can't get you to do what they want you to do, they'll try to use guilt. They'll try to make you feel guilty about something to get you to do what they want. And you need to make decisions based on what's best for you and your family and those closest to you, not for the people that are trying to force you to conform or do something by making you feel guilty. Are you doing anything in your life because of guilt right now? That's an important question you need to think about. Are you doing anything because of guilt, or are you doing anything in your life to avoid guilt? Once again, guilt's a big deal. It can be a big mental block or mental hindrance to the success you're trying to achieve. So, look at anything you might be doing because of guilt, or anything you might be doing to avoid guilt. What does guilt have to do with success? Guilt doesn't have anything to do with success. The only thing guilt can do is keep you from achieving success. You can be guilty about being successful and leaving people behind. I know a lot of people feel this way when they start achieving some success. They start feeling guilty because those around them aren't advancing as they're advancing. Those around them aren't seeing the same levels of success because those around them aren't doing the same things. This can lead to you feeling guilty because you're suddenly achieving all of this success and everyone around you's not. But this is not a reason to feel guilty. If they want help, you can tell them how you achieved success. You can tell them how you developed a plan, a clear focus and a plan, and you followed your plan and you're following through and you're making strides towards your success, but you can't force them to do it. That's their choice, just like it was your choice to decide to get a clear vision, make a plan, and to take consistent action. You chose to work towards your success. You can tell others how to do it, people you love, people that are important to you, but you can't force them to do the same thing. They have to make a decision. So there's no reason for you to feel any guilt at all about that. Should you use guilt in marketing? I explained how a lot of marketing messages use guilt. And that should lead to the question, if you're in business, should you use guilt in your marketing? It's the answer is it's up to you. But here's the question I always ask myself. Can it help your customer in any way? And this is a fine line, and it's something you've got to think about before you use it. A lot of marketing people use guilt regularly. And if you decide it can help you, then you might consider using it too. But always ask yourself, how is this going to help your customer? Is the product truly going to help them? So, I can't tell you what to do, but that's something you need to consider. Guilt causes people to do strange things, and it can cause you to do strange things also if you let it affect you. I want to share a story with you I read one time. It was in one of Dan Kennedy's books, and he owns horses. He actually used to race them in harness racing, and he'd go to these horse sales where horses were sold. And if you don't know, horses are expensive, especially racing horses. And there was this guy that went to all of the big horse sales, and he set up a little jewelry shop. And you might think that that's crazy. Why would people buying horses be interested in buying jewelry? Well, here's why. And this guy was smart. Usually it's a guy that goes and buys horses. It's usually men. It's not completely a man's sport. That's not what I'm saying. But most of the horse buyers are men. So they get up and they're getting ready to go to the horse sale. And their wife says, "You're not to buy another horse. You've already got too many horses. Don't come home with another horse." So the guy goes to the horse show, and he buys a horse, or he buys 2 horses, or whatever. So he feels guilty, and he needs to have something to take home. So he buys a nice piece of jewelry from the guy selling the jewelry to offset what his wife told him not to do. So that's a case where the guy's taking advantage of the guilt. The guy's going to buy the horses anyway, and this other guy's just giving him the opportunity to buy something to help offset the guilt. Never let guilt hold you back from achieving success. That's the main message I wanted to get to today. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.